Hi there, my name is Inga Podelic, and I'd like to share with you today what you should do for your routine regular inspection of your personal protective equipment. I'm going to start with the bunker suit and then move on to the rest of your PPE, all the way down to your boots. So when you're inspecting your pant and your coat of your bunker suits, you want to make sure that you do a once over of your suit for soiling, contamination, any rips, tears, or abrasions. You're looking for burn holes, any shrinkage of material, and discoloration and degradation as well. While you're doing your inspection, you also want to make sure that you're looking at the reflective markings to make sure that you're not missing the reflective portion of your triple trim. That's very, very important. You want to make sure that all the elastics and the hardware components are intact. Now, when you start doing your inspection, I would recommend that you lay it flat on a surface, and you want to actually grab the garment and pull tightly inside of it so that there's no folding or ability to miss a hole or a tear or a discoloration or anything like I mentioned. It's very, very important that you use a table so that you're not missing it. You want to make sure that you use this technique both on the front, laying it flat, turning over any areas, and making sure that you've done a full once over, as well as flipping it over and doing the same thing, stretching out any potential creases that you may encounter while you're inspecting it. This will assure that you're not going to miss any holes or any char holes or anything that might have happened to your suit. At the same time, while you're inspecting your suit, you want to make sure that you give the Velcro or any zipper closures a good test to make sure that it's still functioning and in working order, such as your very critical zipper on your coat. I do it a quick little check over to make sure that it goes up and down, and again, I do the same for the Velcro. With your coat, you want to make sure that you also take your liner out of your coat so that you can inspect your very important DRD strap. The DRD strap needs to be intact, held with the different loops where it is meant to be held, and you also want to make sure that there's no fraying or any cuts on your DRD strap. You want to make sure that you don't miss any of the components of the DRD strap on the coat. So make sure that you check again for your coat, both the front and the back, using the same technique as I mentioned earlier to lay it flat and really make sure that you're not missing any potential areas of concern. If you do find an area of concern, you want to send your suit in to a certified ISP to make sure that it has an advanced inspection with testing and make sure that all repairs are captured. After you're done inspecting your coat and your pant, you're going to move on to your gloves. Your gloves are quite simple. You're looking again for any cuts or abrasions that you may find in your gloves. You're looking for the fit of the glove on your hand to make sure that the inside liner is not twisted around and not able to be put on in a quick emergency. So give it a once over as well. And again, making sure there's no contamination on the gloves. When your glove is inspected and deemed to be okay, move on to your hood, whether you've got a standard hood or the new particulate hoods. With the new particulate hoods, you want to also make sure that you don't have any delamination on the material. If you do, again, you want to send it in for repair. Once you've confirmed that all the elastic areas are operational, you can put it aside as having been inspected, and you move on to your helmet. The helmet is also obviously important. You want to make sure that there's no dents. You want to make sure that there's no cracks in your helmet, because that's really going to affect the usability of your helmet. The helmet has many components as well. You want to make sure that the closure works. You want to make sure that all the components are intact, clean, and not burned with char holes or anything either, and that inside of it is also assembled properly. You can wash your helmet with some soap and warm water to make sure that any contaminant on the helmet is removed. It is something that you can do. And then lastly, for your PPE, you want to make sure that you inspect your boots as well. The boots, what you're doing is you're giving it a once over, both on the bottom, on the top, and in the inside. You want to make sure that there's no steel poking out through the plastic or the leather. You want to make sure that no water is getting inside through the bottom of the boots or around the edges of the boots. And again, there's no tears, rips, or any burns all over your boots. If at any time you find any of these types of damages to your suit, please don't hesitate to send it out to your certified ISP for servicing. Thank you very much. Have a great day.